How you doing today?
I'm doing all right over yourself.
Good, good. How's work?
Freaking busy, man.
Like late night busy? It is later, but 'cause I know you said
Uh,
6, but what was today? Or no,
uh,
you said you're free after 6 normally.
yeah, normally just today for whatever reason, I just had a whole bunch of stuff to do after.
Oh yeah,
I went
that's
out
fair.
to, yeah, I went out to the grandparents. Had I had some dinner there, and
Yeah.
again,
Oh yeah, that's good.
then when I was on my way back into town, one of my friends called me because they were having issues with their car, it wasn't starting,
Mm-hmm.
and there was more issues than just that. Couldn't even open the hood.
Oh shoot.
Yeah,
Well, okay. Well, nah, it's no big deal. I mean, like I said, it's just
yeah, it's
whenever
just
on
a little
Monday.
weird.
Yeah, honestly. Anyways, from last week, talked about the new Overwatch map, and then literally, like, I'm rendering the video. The next day, I'm about to put it up, and then they announce the new hero, and I'm like,
Oh.
oh, well, that would have been cool to know yesterday. But whatever.
Start data mining.
Basically, he's a battle medic. Like he's literally a support in the field. His name is Baptiste, I think. Baptisti or something. I don't know. I'm butchering it, but essentially, he's got an SMG, and it's basically the FAMAS. It's a 3 round burst. Um, it does meth damage. People already think
Yep.
that it needs to have more. Uh,
You're you're gonna trigger some people, eh?
why?
The FAMAS is an assault rifle
I
or an
know,
SMG.
but what's a 3 burst SMG that I don't know about? Like, I haven't played
Uh,
COD since basically that.
Three burst SMGs. I mean, COD has them.
I'm sure it
They're
does.
all they're all like different names,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't remember, but yeah,
and I'm not up on my guns, so.
yeah. Neither am I. But
Oh.
so that's the primary fire is the damage, but then his secondary fire is a grenade launcher that heals allies. So he can. It's kind of like Zarya's ult in terms of projectile. Like it's like an orb type deal, and it heals.
Okay,
So I mean, he also his crouch ability. This is cool. His crouch ability charges up, and then he can leap high into the air.
interesting.
So you hold crouch, it charges it up, and then you just yeet. So
Does it do damage AOE or no?
no, it's just a like they said it's meant to be an escape.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, who knows? He has an ability called like a rejuvenation burst or something like that. I don't even know if all these are finalized yet. 'Cause it's on the PTR. So, but
Rejuvenation burst.
yeah, or regenerative. I'm not sure.
I mean,
Basically, heals him and his allies that are close to him over time.
that kind of
Uh,
sounds like fucking
it's like Anna's.
StarCraft 2
Uh,
Sergeant Morales from if you've ever played the co-op missions for Tychus. Tychus has
oh yeah, yeah.
the medic one that does burst healing.
She's also in Heroes of the Storm,
Yeah,
the medic. Yeah, I think basically yeah. His next ability is a field, a shield, basically like a sim wall that stops your team from dying below 20%. But the
for
problem
how long?
is, yeah, that's the problem. It has health, so the enemy team can,
Okay, so it's kind of like a shield.
yeah, the enemy team can get rid of it. So basically, he needs to throw it up, heal his team quickly before it gets murked, because it definitely will be. Um, but yeah, that's crazy. So far so good. I mean, he's supposed to be in there with his hits. I don't know. I have to see it. I have to see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to play it. See what it's like.
Exactly. I need to see what it's like because I can read the abilities and I can see what like hear out what they're doing, but I can't fully understand until I play it myself. His ult though is called Amplification Matrix. He creates a wall of energy that doubles the damage and healing effects of projectiles that pass through it. So, like,
Interesting.
I guess for example, like Diva dives in and Ana can throw her grenade through it. It's like a double heal, like double. Or
Yeah.
like if Ryan does a fire strike through it, it would
Ooh.
buff the damage. Oh man, that would be such good for
Oh
farming
god,
the ult.
that would
Yeah.
hurt so bad.
Ooh, actually, now I think about the things that could go through. Man, imagine if you threw Tracer's like bomb through it, like her ult, just like drop it through onto the other side.
Yeah, that would actually kill a Roadhog.
That would be so sick. I actually kind of now I want to see at least that. That would be insane. Oh, I'm thinking like what else would be dope with it. I'm trying to think. Well, everybody's bullets like soldier ult.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. That's something I gotta see. That's basically what I'm hyped for because I don't think that has a shield. Like it's just a straight up wall.
Field.
Yeah.
A field that can't be destroyed.
Yeah, like that one can't be destroyed. So, I mean, it's nice that I like the boots because I don't know if I'd use them to escape, but to like just jump around. But
just jump up, and get down.
yeah, I think he might be a good counter to like the goats meta, which is just fucking rush the point. But he can create that separation with the shields and with the healing over time. He can keep his team in the fight.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You got to be really good at goats in order to fucking do it right.
Yeah,
it's not just the hero choice.
That's just up at pro play. So I know that like I said, he's still on the public test realm. So some things will get tweaked. I don't think they're actually going to change fully his abilities. I think those are set in stone.
You should hop on there and test it out.
I don't have the private server. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can just install it, can't you?
I think so. Can you?
Probably.
Probably. I might look into it. But either way, since I like playing healers, before I even play them, I'll give it 7.5 because I want to be excited. I like playing healers. It's another reason for me to go back and play Overwatch because lately it's kind of sucked. And
yeah,
the Paris map was not great. Like, let me tell you, I played it. So I have played it. Last game I just played before we started recording, I didn't even know what map I was on because I didn't know where, like, I had hardly recognized the spawn. I'm like, where the heck am I? But either way, the Paris map wasn't enough to get me back, but a new hero definitely is, and a new healer. So, yeah, 7.5 out the gate. Looking forward to playing it, and yeah, we might not talk about Overwatch next week or the week after. It all depends when he gets released, but a solid 7.5 so far. So, good job, Blizzard.
So far.
Literally.
All right.
What do you got?
What
do you want to hear?
Well, the first thing I'm gonna probably bring up here is an old game that everybody still plays. Well, I shouldn't say everybody. People who are hardcore grinders.
Right.
Diablo 3.
Man, I was going to talk about that too. So you know what? We'll just spend extra time on it. Like, I literally was going to talk about that.
Yeah, because I saw you were on it the other day, so I was like, I'm just going to reinstall this. See what's going on. Because they release a new season every 3 or 6 months. Let me just double check this because I'm confused.
3 I think is for Overwatch. I don't know if it's 6, but we're on season 16, right? It might be 6 actually. 16. I can see it being 6 because sorry. We're only on season 16 and the game has been out for a long time.
Yeah. But then again, they didn't release seasons for quite a while.
Oh, that's fair.
But either way, so with a new season is a new theme. This season's theme is the Grandeur theme.
What does that even mean? Oh, there's 13 weeks, so...
Yeah, so what that means is that
3 months.
Any set or any build that required usually either equipped or in the cube the Royal Ring of Grandeur, you don't need it anymore for this season. This season, the Royal Ring of Grandeur's passive is automatically applied.
To everybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now what the Royal Ring of Grandeur did
what is the
was
process?
that one, what it did was it removed the requirement of one piece for a set bonus. So let's say you had 5 pieces and you wanted the 6-piece set. If you had the Royal Ring of Grandeur, bam, you're good. Either in the cube or equipped it. Now, you don't even need the ring anymore. And actually, I just picked up a Royal Ring of Grandeur, and I was like, oh, I don't even need this anymore.
Useless. Get this trash out of my face. Yeah.
I was debating it, but I want to see if it actually stacks.
No, it doesn't. Or does it, actually?
I wanted to test that out.
But here's the thing.
I doubt it.
Even after you do the first 2, by the time you get the first 2 pieces of a set you want, you already almost have 5, because your chances of you finding a random green and then being able to cube it into something you want pretty high. So most people, I already have the full set for my build, which is the Crusader, the spinning hammer build. So my full set is 12,000% increased damage to Hammer of Justice or Blessed Hammer or something like that. And
Blessed Hammer is the one that spins around you.
Yeah. So, and 1,000% damage to basically Skyfall, which is the ult thing.
Jump up.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm pretty set for a while. I'm ripping through torment levels now. I'm not strong. I'm not strong health wise, but damage wise, oh my goodness. I'm 3-shotting the bosses at torment 4. And I'm doing each torment as it unlocks, in record speeds, because I don't you can only start at torment 3, right? And then you have to.
You can go up to torment 6 right away.
For me, it wouldn't let me, but
maybe. Oh really?
I don't know. It just depends. But either way, you have to climb up them as you defeat them. So for me, I'm just rocking through them now that I have the full set, and I only needed 5 pieces because the Grandeur season, so that's when I was
last season was the Boon of the Hoarder, which increased rate of finding a lot of treasure goblins or horde goblins, goblins in general, drop a lot of loot, as well as bounties were doubled. So when you completed the set of 5 bounties, you got 2 caches instead of just the 1.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah,
when
I was playing a bit
When
last season.
Looney and I were leveling the other day, we encountered the goblin that opened the vault.
Yep.
Just as we were leveling, I'm like, go, get in there, we need this money. We need the shmoney, because you don't get a lot of money for leveling up the legit way that Looney and I did, which was literally, we did every quest, we did every act, because through doing it normally, we unlocked some of the seasonal rewards that we needed already. So by the time we got to 70... started getting the gear, we were already almost done the first 2 chapters by default. So all that really mattered was the last chapter where you had to kill things on that higher level torment, and honestly that wasn't even that bad either. So
no, I mean, I kind of cheated a little bit. I got one of my clan mates to fucking get me up to 70. But after that I did everything else myself, and I've been going ham. They're on level over 300 right now.
Oh. Yeah.
But then again, I just started, 3 days ago? 2 days ago?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. So, I think, maybe a lot of people don't like Diablo, but it's actually really fun to just go and just kill things. Just mindlessly click and kill things is somehow, to me, pretty, soothing, almost.
Yep.
Minimum effort, maximum fun returns.
Yep.
No, I'm excited because I'm excited to keep getting better pieces of that set and just running people over.
Oh, I know you said you were running the Crusader. I'm running the Barbarian right now. And the set that the season reward set is actually one of the top tier sets.
Yeah, it's weird. So is mine.
So right now what I'm running is the Immortal Kings plus Hammer of the Ancients build, which the Immortal King set basically, if I have two of my abilities active at the same time, I deal just a flat 4,000% increased damage on anything that I do, and it is great.
That's hot. I remember back in Diablo 2, you used to be able to do Whirlwind Barbarian. Oh, that was some good.
That's actually what I was doing to before I had any of my set pieces. That's what I was using.
The problem is they changed Whirlwind from Diablo 2 to Diablo 3. It's not the same skill that it once was. So
well, just like the Necromancer isn't the same thing that it once was.
Yeah, true. Well, Necromancer didn't even come out on release. I mean,
nope. It was the Witch Doctor, and people were pissed.
I didn't mind it. I played Sorcerer first, I'm pretty sure. And then I played Sorcerer a lot throughout.
On Diablo 3?
Yeah, some of the seasons.
Yeah, you did.
It's just...
I remember when Diablo 3 first came out, we were both like, yeah, we're going to get this and we're going to play together. Well,
yeah, but that
we
was
got
so long ago.
Yeah.
And like,
we played a little bit together. Not a whole lot. That was back when the auction house was still in. Holy.
Oh, man, back when the auction house was real money.
Yeah.
Back when you could literally sell things on the auction house for real cash.
That was like the first introduction to the BattleNet currency kind of thing, right?
Yeah, it was a disaster.
But it was so great at the same time. Just because you could get gems that you needed. If you didn't have them,
you could get anything you needed.
Yeah.
Problem was, most people were selling it in like real money format for less, or like currency. So like you'd save if you bought it with real money, but pay out the ass for it if it was in currency.
Yeah.
So like it wasn't like forcing you to do it in real money, but it was just like, you want to save money? Do it.
That just reminds me of the song Little Dicky, Save That Money. I
can't believe they did that.
Well, they got rid of it pretty quick.
Oh yeah, that shit did not last at all. So, I mean, are you just gonna play Barbarian this whole season, or?
Yeah, because the past couple of seasons I just bounced in between a couple of characters, and I never really got super far.
Yeah.
Like, I was able to solo 70s, and up to about an 80, and then that's as far as I was able to get. Because I didn't focus on one class, right?
Yeah. Do you know much about the other top-tiered Barbarian builds? Do you know what they're supposed to be, or what they're based around?
Let me know. The very first... like the top tier for barbarians, at least, is the charge barbarian with the Raycore set, which they actually changed how the charge build works, which I personally don't like. But that's why I'm going with the Hammer of the Ancients. That and the Hammer of the Ancients was easy to get.
So but you think you'll stay with the one you have now? That will be your build. You'll just improve upon this one.
Oh yeah.
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 No, I don't even know what the other. I'm sure there's I know there's a bombardment Crusader. I want to say Paladin every time, but Crusader build. But
it's basically a Paladin.
Basically,
we play WoW.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna keep it to that one. Honestly, I don't care about the other.
I'm actually surprised that you rolled a Crusader.
Honestly, I was like, I can't keep playing Sorcerer over and over. So
I know you jumped over to a Demon Hunter for a while.
I tried Demon Hunter. I didn't like it as much. I actually really like the Crusader though. I don't mind getting in there.
I still haven't purchased the fucking Necromancer pack. I don't want to play it. Yeah.
Wait. The Necromancer pack is just separate from the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Are you still allowed to play with people playing the Necromancer?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, so good job, Blizzard. Because it's not like, if you don't think you're going to play it, don't spend the money on it. Like,
exactly.
Maybe it'll go on sale. Maybe it won't. I don't know.
Yeah. And I mean, I've I've invested quite a bit of time into the barbarian. I just like the playstyle, just getting up front and personal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've got. I mean, it's not really a lot of time, but it's over 100 hours in a barbarian.
Yeah, I don't know how much time I've spent total in this game, but it's probably quite a bit. I know I did a stream one day last year where I did level 0 to, or like level 1 to 70 or end game with the necromancer.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun. In one sitting, that is. But I also almost did it in I beat the full game without the expansion with Looney in one sitting. And then we almost beat the second part, but his computer crashed. So we didn't get to finish it there. But I did. I mean, we're all caught up. Yeah, I'm excited though because Diablo 3, like, even by yourself, like, you can just stare at the screen, go numb, and just kill things. Like I said before, it's just mindlessly amazing. So I love it.
There's no commitment.
No, you can just in and out whenever you want. Yeah. Freaking amazing. But
I picked up this item. I have no idea what the hell it was.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually gonna Google it now.
What was it
It's
called?
Liquid Rainbow.
Liquid Rainbow Diablo 3. It is one of the regens for the Staff of Herding, which grants you access to the secret level Wisdomshire. You need to assemble...
Oh, the cow level. Oh, sorry, no, the unicorn level.
You need to assemble 5 ingredients and the staff plan to enter the level. You need a black mushroom, Leoric's shinbone, Ritz bell, liquid rainbow, gibbering gemstone, and the plan for the staff of heading, which you can teach to Hagrid. Hagrid? I don't know, I always call him Hagrid, but it's like Hadrig. Hadrig,
yep.
Yeah. Yeah, Wisdomshire is the secret. It's homage to Diablo 2's cow level.
Except they actually made a cow level as well. If you extract legendary power on the bovine Baradiki, it actually brings you to a cow level. That's literally just all centaurs or whatever the hell those goat men things are.
Oh yeah, the Moon Clan or whatever.
The Whimsshire is literally unicorns, Care Bears, and all that bullshit.
Yeah. I like that.
Well, it makes a little bit of a difference when you go from dark demons to fucking killing unicorns and Care Bears.
I don't think they have it anymore though. Like the cow level. I think that was an event.
No, I think they still have it.
Oh. Maybe.
Otherwise, I'm storing the fucking bovines for nothing.
True. Yeah, I'm sure we'll get to Whimsshire soon enough. I mean, yeah.
I mean, that still has a random chance to spawn, I think.
Yeah, well, the thing is, farming the materials you need to even open the portal to the unicorn level requires just random drops off a couple bosses. So you just have to kill them, and if you don't get it, go out and come back in. So you can I think you can buy the Ritz bell off of a vendor in Act 2. I think it's that little girl. Pretty sure. Don't quote me on it. But
I'm actually playing Diablo as we speak.
Oh yeah, I know. I can hear the clicking.
Yeah, it's mindless. I'm here doing the podcast while just randomly killing demons, and
It's true. No,
and
nothing required. Exactly.
And I just finished cubing the last item I needed to make the build stupid OP.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
So that's pretty impressive. Yeah. Let's see. The only other thing I wanted to talk about was now that it is March. Oh, hi March. Roll up the rim for Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, it's a Canadian thing, and you buy a coffee from our Tim Hortons. Now it doesn't end till April, so we have a whole another month of buying things. Like, I personally, every year I keep track of my score on how well I do. And I just call it like seasons. This is season 3 of Roll Up the Rim. And trust me, it's not going that great. But even in season 1, my win percent was like 17, 18% winning. And in season 2, which was last year, I won like almost exactly to the odds, 1 in 4. So 25%, which is like, last year it was 1 in 4. This year it's 1 in 6. And my odds right now, currently as we speak, are 11% winning. Like, I have won 3 free coffees off of 27 cups of tea, basically. Kai ordered tea there.
Yeah.
So you can say it's not going great for the kid. And it's reached the point where, like, most of my friends will snap me when they win. Like, they'll send me photos of them winning. As I can't tell if it's for good luck or if it's just for
rubbing it in your face.
Literally, like, I cannot tell what is the purpose of you sending me that you've won. Like, some people are out here winning like someone's like 3 and 11. Like that's freaking crazy odds. Like, that's 27.
A lady in Oshawa actually won the car.
I saw that photo. No, it was the guy. It was the husband.
There was a lady with a kid there though. That won.
Oh, I thought a guy and his wife and daughter, son or something won a car.
Maybe
it's them, because it's usually big when someone wins a big boy prize. But yeah, I cannot believe that I'm doing so bad this year. Like, it's a meme. It's literally a meme for me losing. It's just sad.
Somebody bought me a coffee.
Yeah, you won. Off of a free coffee.
Yeah, I won that one.
And then
so I went in. I got an extra large French vanilla. Because I switch between a dark roast 1 sugar, so like a black 1 sugar, and a French vanilla every once in a while. And then I won another free coffee off that French vanilla.
Yeah, that's
so now I'm 4 and 32.
Yeah, I mean, I don't count coffees that are given to me. That's also 12% win rate. So technically, you're only doing 1% better than me. But I also went to Vegas for a week, right? So I missed out on some cups of tea. And so I don't know if I explained it well enough. You buy a cup of coffee, and then where the rim of the cup is, it folds up. And you see, basically all I see is please play again, but you can see win coffee, win donut, win Tim's card, win bike, I think, win car. Like, last year it was like win barbecue or some shit like that. Like,
yeah. Last year it was a 2018 Honda Civic. This year it's a
Jeep
2019 Jeep Compass.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, so they always have the prepaid gift cards. They always got Tim cards. This year, instead of a barbecue, it's a bike, and then just free coffees and donuts galore. And so I don't know how, like I know they made the odds like lower this year. Like 1 in 4 was 25%, and then now it's 1 in 6. And so I get that they needed to increase it, but I don't know.
I mean, if I don't go to Tim Hortons all that much anymore unless somebody else is buying for me.
Or this.
I've been going to McDonald's. $1 for a coffee, and you're guaranteed to get your 8th one for free.
Yeah, or is it 7?
You buy 7, you get your 8th free.
Yeah, true. That's a year-round thing that people do?
For the free coffee, yeah. They do their $1 any size coffee every once in a while.
But, twice a year, I think. Yeah. No, once a year, but they do $1 drinks in the summer.
Yeah.
These are universal things, because McDonald's is not just a Canadian company.
But still, it's guaranteed.
Yeah, you will get an 8th cup of coffee. The thing is, McDonald's doesn't have steep tea. and I actually really like steep tea.
Yeah.
And I like orange pico. I like Earl Grey. I like peppermint. So I could get any of those at McDonald's, obviously. But when it's not roll up the rim, I drink like a fraction of the amount of Timmy's or McDonald's that I normally do. Like, I would not have had almost 30 cups of tea in the last month if it wasn't roll up the rim. I would have had like 10.
And that's how they get you. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's literally gambling.
It's literally marketing.
But anybody can play.
Marketing genius. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I love it though. I think it's fun. So, I mean, yeah. Anyway, that's all I really had for today.
I've got one more.
Oh, sick! Awesome. Bring it up.
Yeah.
Let's just jump into it.
Yeah, it's just the classic iPhone versus Android debate.
Oh yeah, pretty one-sided though. Apple pays me to say Apple, so. What do you?
Apple
want?
pays you, or
Yeah.
or your company pays you?
My iPhone 10 was free.
Oh.
So
Well,
Apple is the greatest. Good job, Steve Jobs. Your phones are fantastic. I'm just kidding. It depends what you need it for, right? Like,
I mean,
typically,
if you're looking for security and
easeability, accessibility, like easy to
Yeah,
learn, easy to
easeability.
master. If you have a lot of Apple products and you want more,
yeah, it's syncing,
yeah, it's the
But,
best. No
then
brainer.
that's Apple. Now, if you want customizing, better specs all around, Android's the way to go for the most part. It all depends on what phone you're looking at getting, but any Android phone that you get, you can put your own operating system on it with whatever you want. Like there's so many videos online, and there's so many different Android operating systems that you can just put on that'll make the phone perform so much better than what it already was. And the reason I say specs as well is your iPhone 10, right? What that was released 2018?
2 Octobers ago.
Two Octobers? 2017?
Yeah. I think
Oh,
so.
I thought it was released later.
Oh, I should know this. I'm pretty sure it came out. Yeah, it came
November
out...
3rd, 2017.
Yeah, so there you go.
Okay. But yeah, and then let's go here.
The newer ones are the 10S, 10R, and 10S Max. Those are the ones you can buy now. Well, you can also buy the 10.
Yeah. So, I mean, even the 10S, the 10 and the 10S are vastly outperformed by my phone, which is the LG G6, and that was released at the beginning of 2017.
Oh, no, that's not true. I mean, the G series for LG is their premium devices, right? So they put some effort into it. Now, the G8, which is coming out from LG, that's going to be, depending on how much they price it at, a very good phone, right? Like, the 10 and the 10S camera is just better than the G6. That's basically what Apple plays around, is the fact that they can make a good camera, and it's not the best.
If you want a camera, if you want a phone with a camera that is still a really great phone,
Pixel 3.
No.
Yeah,
Howie.
Howie. It's Huawei. If you don't.
Well, you call it. I don't know how to pronounce it anymore.
It is Huawei.
Everybody says it different.
It's Huawei. They have a rep that comes and talks to us every once in a while. The thing is, with Huawei, my coworker Dan, he has the P20 Pro.
Yeah.
It has a great megapixel density, but its lenses are not that advanced. So it's hit and miss. But the good news is, yeah, its camera quality is pretty good. The bad news is it has no security whatsoever. Like Dan, he put his face on it so that it was Face ID. So when he and his sister could open his phone. They don't even really look that like they look as much alike as like other siblings would. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like Noah opening your phone.
I mean, I could see that though.
Just because you're, related that way doesn't mean that you should be able to open someone's phone like that.
Yeah.
And that's where the Huawei kind of lacks. Not even don't even want to mention their other issues that they have going on because they don't really pertain to the phones, like the phones themselves. The camera quality that I would say best combats Apple and almost all. Well, first of all, the Google Pixel 3 and the Google Pixel 3 XL have a 16 megapixel density camera, but also have an amazing lens. And oh my god, I have never seen photos so good. Like, I'm sorry, Apple. I'm sorry, but
you should try out in the Zenfone Zoom series.
Yeah, I think I've heard of that. But
they're
either way, the phones that I can sell customers, if someone wants camera, I'll always say the Google Pixel 3. If they don't want to pay that much, like the S9, like still S9, S9 Plus.
Yeah.
They got great cameras. Like Samsung's a great company. They have really amazing phones, very customizable, very user friendly if you know what you want to do and you know what you need to do. But honestly, people will not stop paying for the Apple brand. So
another good point in on Apple's side is support. If you're in one of the more major cities, there's an Apple store.
Oh yeah.
Right? Android doesn't have that. There's just too many people making Android phones.
Yeah, like where do you go to get it fixed? Nowhere.
Yeah, and you can bring it to your local computer repair shop, but they're 9 times out of 10 it's a void warranty. Right? Because you got to open it up, and pretty much all the newer phones nowadays they have a glass front and back. No more plastic.
Why else the charging? If you don't have it, no one's gonna buy your phone. I mean, it's not even a feature that people really use that often, but
I use it. I use it every day.
Just hearing the word wireless charge and then hearing that a phone doesn't have it nowadays just seems people are like, what?
It's like a staple now.
What? Yeah, exactly.
I'm actually did the iPhone 8 or 10 come out with wireless charging?
Well, both.
Okay, so the 8 came out first, didn't it?
The 8 was the first iPhone that was allowing it. Yeah.
Yeah. Now.
But yeah, the G6 has wireless charging, but the G7 didn't. It's a little disappointing there. The G8 will have wireless charging, so no need to worry there. That's good news.
And the version of wireless charging actually differs. There is a couple of different editions of it. Did you know that?
Like the charger itself, or the capability in the phone? Because it's
just the capability of the phone.
Because it's just QI. It's just QI technology on the pad. There's nothing really there that changes, but
but there's a couple of different versions where one wouldn't be compatible with the other. So if you had like a QI pad and your phone didn't support QI but it had wireless charging, you have to figure out which one it is and get the right charger.
Yeah, now I don't think anyone will come out like that.
Now I'm pretty sure it's universalized.
Yeah, no one will come out with a phone that has a specific charger. Well, I mean, Apple would obviously, because that's silly sometimes, but no one else will.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in all, like, it's like in the world, obviously, it's just Samsung is the best-selling phone company in the world.
Yeah.
Like worldwide, they are number one. So really, the debate is like, how long will it take for Apple to get that type of market share? Because you can argue in North America they have most of the market share because that's all they focus on selling their phones in is North America.
But have you seen how many different Japanese phone companies there are?
Oh yeah, like
Chinese phone companies. I mean,
you can't. It'd be like Europe would be where they would probably go next, not Asia, essentially. And even in Europe, like the iPhone 7 is considered new over there.
Yeah,
because they just don't see it that often. So I mean, yeah,
Um,
They'll get there.
just
Apple.
another quick point in on terms of Android side, the Google Assistant is actually better than
Oh,
Siri.
Siri sucks ass. Honestly, I'm not even afraid to say it. Like fix your thing. Like fix it, Apple. Honestly, because I have the Google Home Mini, and oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah,
Like
and
I just am so impressed by it. Like,
another quick point in terms of Android
hmm
battery life.
Yeah, I mean it's gotten a
And
bunch better since every company now sells their phone with lithium-ion batteries.
yep,
So,
but the thing is though, um, when I was solely working on phones, when I was working at the one tech company, um, I'd take an iPhone 5 and an iPhone 6, 6S, 6 Plus,
hmm
didn't matter. They had the same battery, just a different connector to plug it into the board.
oh yeah,
And it wasn't even a big battery. It was like a 2500 milliamp battery. Meanwhile, there's like,
like that.
I mean,
Even
this
the
is going
S6.
overboard. This is going overboard, but like the Asus Zenfone Max with a 5000 milliamp battery.
The thing is, like Asus, Moto, companies like that, they don't sell their phones on the world market here in North America anymore. Like you have
No,
to go
like
somewhere to
you
get that
can't
type of phone. Yeah,
you can't go to your cell phone provider and be like, "Hey, I want an Asus phone," and they're like, "Yeah, we got one right here." No,
yeah,
you either have to go online to somewhere like Newegg or Amazon and buy one.
yeah.
They will work. They're all unlocked and they all support the providers and the cellular types that we have. But they're all more popular overseas, most likely,
Yeah.
or in most cases.
No, yeah, that's true. But that has to do with the fact that like Apple's just done such a good job of being the most recognizable brand in North America that other companies would just struggle to try and get their foot in here. So they don't even try. They're like, it's not worth it. So Huawei's the newest competitor into the scene,
Yep.
and people already have a really skewed, idea of it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind a whole lot. Like my phone never leaves my side.
Mm-hmm.
So, but another. But here comes my next point for the Android side: storage.
True. It's
Most,
not that bad on Apple side now. They really fixed it. Like,
but they don't support an external SD card.
yeah, but in reality, I would never buy one anyways. Like, it costs me $12 a year to have 50 extra gigs of storage in the cloud, and like,
Yeah,
so like, why not? I mean, $12
I
for that. Like, so then
it
in theory,
it all
I have
depends.
114, or I have 114 gigs of storage on my phone.
But it all
For
depends on what you do, right?
Yeah,
Like
for $1 a
for
month.
some
Yeah,
people, for some people who have an SD card and they have, let's say they went out and got a P20 Pro
yeah. Well, you
or
can
to
expand
take
that.
pictures. Oh, you can't expand the P20? Wow, I
No,
chose a
neither
really
of
bad
them.
example.
The P20 and the P20 Pro have 128 gigs of internal storage, but they cannot be expanded. That's the catch.
Okay,
Basically, a Samsung, like a S9, that
yeah.
has
So let's
expandable.
say they went out, got an S9, and they wanted to take pictures, and so they put them on the SD card, and they give the SD card over to their family.
Yeah,
That way they have a hard copy. Yes, I know you can always send them through email or send them on Facebook, but some people just prefer a physical copy of them.
yeah, it's possible. I mean, the older generation would 100% agree with you. Like that's what they want. The problem is if your phone is damaged in any way.
Then you can get the SD card out.
Well, I'm saying like water damage or something, or physical damage where maybe it breaks too. There's a lot of risks associated with expendable memory, but it's still being offered in most devices because there is a percent of the population that wants that option. And for most people, it's just a place to put their photos. Like, that's literally it. And, like, that's essentially what I pay the $1 a month for my storage too, so I don't have to worry about photos. Like, that's it.
Oh, did you know that the P20 Pro, you can cast it to make a full desktop experience?
Yeah, it can double and you can still use it as your phone while you've set it up as a computer. It has 8 gigs of RAM.
Now, did you also know that most Android phones support a device that allows you to connect it to the TV and control it through that?
Like Chromecast?
Almost. You connect something up to your USB port that goes down into into your let's see, Type C connector, and it expands down into 2 USB ports and a HDMI cable.
Oh yeah.
iPhone can't do that.
No, yeah, iPhone can barely even Chromecast. Like then, that's what I'm saying for my my smart home that I'm creating. Like, it can't be Apple because they just don't have the products I need. So, in the grand scheme of things, there's no real winner on which one's better. But I definitely would say that most Samsung devices are better.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I mean, screen size is another thing. A lot of people like bigger screens.
Yep.
A lot of Androids have much bigger screens, namely the Samsungs.
Yeah.
Like the Notes.
Yeah, the Note series. And I know Apple's gotten better at getting rid of the notches and making their phones all screen, so they're combating that. But yeah, Samsung definitely had the jump on it, as they usually do. So
Oh yeah.
I just think if you like Android, you're gonna like Android. If you like Apple, you might end up liking Android. Like, that's just the way it goes.
The last point that I wanted to make out was resale value.
True.
You're always going to sell an iPhone before you sell anything else.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous.
And for a good amount of money,
bro,
like
people will suck dick for an iPhone.
Just
it's like
what was
crack.
it? In November, I sold my iPhone 6 for $200.
Oh well, honestly, in September, I sold my iPhone 7 for $450. Like, it's crazy.
And I mean, and if we're gonna go a little further back, in January of last year, I sold my 5C for $200.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, but like, once Android devices, you'd be lucky to get somebody who even wants to buy it.
Yeah, well, for the most, like,
I'll be honest, you might not get to. I'll be honest, you might struggle to sell your phone. But that's okay, because like it was your phone for a reason. Like, you didn't buy it thinking about selling it. So.
Yeah, and you know what? I got lucky. One of my buddies just upgraded to a G7, and he wanted to get rid of his G6. There was an issue with the charging port on it. It's, for whatever reason, even still, it says that there's moisture in it. He sold it to me for $70, a G6.
Yeah.
For $70.
That's good.
I mean, that phone is still worth. I think it was around $400.
No, it's retail value. Like, if someone came into my store and wanted to buy a G6 outright, and I went, "Are you sure?" and they said yes, and I go, "Are you sure?" and they say yes again, I'll be like, "Okay, that'll be $880 plus tax, please." But you do get it on tab small with us, which means you only pay $240. So that's pretty much what it's worth right now. So even for $70 for a phone that's worth $240, I mean, the savings are right there.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, of course, there is still something wrong with my phone, but right. I got around it. I used the wireless charger.
Yeah, exactly, and that's a big selling point that we have for wireless charging. It's like, you can still plug your phone in when you want to, but you don't have to worry about breaking the charging port and being forced to either fix it or come in and get a new phone early. You can just get a wireless charger. Problem solved.
Yep. Or in this case, like it says, there's moisture in it. It'll charge slowly, but the wireless charger still does fast charge.
Exactly. Two different technologies
quick
in one
charge,
phone,
whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good stuff. Either way, There's no real winner on that one either. Kind of like the
No,
Alexa, Google. It's preference.
yeah, it always is preference.
Yeah.
Like there's gonna be diehard Apple fans. There's gonna be diehard Android fans.
Oh yeah.
I personally like Android because I can customize it to my liking. I can even make it look like iPhone if I want to.
True. True.
Would I? No.
No. Yeah.
But yeah, personal preference.
Uh-huh.
There's good points on both sides.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. So, I mean, good chat.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm gonna
Wanna
go play
some
Diablo. Yeah. literally, I was gonna play Diablo for a bit. But yeah, thanks for coming, doing it anyways, even though you got home late. And yeah.
I figured you still wanted to do it.
Yeah,
so.
for sure. And I'll probably see you again next Monday. So.
Yep.
All right. Peace.
That's all for now.